Alright guys, so I'm going to be doing... I thought this would be a fun idea for a video where basically I'm going to be talking about what would it be like if Spider-Man operated in Gotham. And what I mean by that is, what if you had Spider-Man as Gotham's hero and not New York's hero? Like, let's say everything that happened to Peter Parker happened to him, but in Gotham. And yeah, so what would it be like if he was Spider-Man was Gotham's protector? And we're not going to have the Bat family, we're not going to have Batman. This is basically what if Spider-Man was the hero for, or like, what if he operated in Gotham? Because we always talk about, like, how Spider-Man and Batman's rogues are, like, interchangeable. Like, you could literally swap Pete and Bruce's villains out for one another, right? Like, we could just instantaneously swap the two and it wouldn't, like, change anything. Like, it wouldn't change that. But what would it be like if you changed the whole city? So that's what I'm going to be talking about right now, is what would it be like if you had Bruce and Peter, Peter in Gotham City, no Bat family, no nothing, and you just had Peter and his supporting cast in Gotham instead. Well, minus J. Jonah Jameson. So, let's get started. So, obviously, Spider-Man isn't... let's get started with, like, Spider-Man's effect on the city to begin with. Like, so obviously Gotham is, like, this grim and gritty city that's, like, take no prisoners and just all around just kind of... just really, like, a shitty place. So, but what would it be like if you had Peter Parker as your city's protector? Like, what would it be like if you had... if you had Spider-Man as your city, because as your city's protector, because he's cracking jokes, he's having fun, he's even, his colors are like a bright contrast to Gotham itself, right? Like, he's just out there web slinging and just like, look at me, I'm having all kinds of fun. So I think, like, even Spider-Man's, like, positivity would rub off on people. Like, Gotham is a really shitty place, but I imagine, like, Peter would have, like, some kind of, like, positive effect just being Spider-Man, just kind of web-slinging along and just being like, good morning, everybody! I know it's another shitty day in Gotham. It never stops raining, it seems like, but I'm here, but I'm always gonna be here. God, my suit is really chafing right now in all this rain. Nothing, I'm just web-slinging along. So that's how I kind of view, is that Peter would have, like, a positive effect on it. I also think that, like, Gordon would be, like, a lot... Like, there wouldn't be, like, a spider signal or anything, but I feel like Gordon would be like, I don't know who this guy is. I really don't know who this Spider-Man guy is. Because Peter never really worked alongside the cops outside of, like, two people who both got their asses killed. Captain Stacy and Jean DeWolf. And they both died. So Peter would be like... But I do think the police force would be kind of divided on Spider-Man, because it wouldn't be like Batman, where he's working directly with the police. Spider-Man works outside of it, but Gordon wouldn't be like, let's just leave Peter alone. Like, let's just give, let's give Spider-Man a break. Like, we'll have a Spider-Man task force, but we're gonna do two things with it. Jack and shit, and Jack left town. So that's what they would probably do, is have, like, Gordon would even, like, try to look for Spider-Man and be like, hey, thanks for the help. You do a lot of good in this city. So I think that would be kind of the thing, is that while Gotham, especially Bullock, would not like Spider-Man, but I think Gordon would be like, let him go. He's actually wants to help in this city. Also, I think there'd still be a battle for corruption, because Peter isn't like Batman, where he went directly at the people who were responsible for this shit. Like, he would be more like battling the superpowered crooks. It wasn't like with Batman in the early days, where he, like, had a physical change on the city, where he was going after the higher-ups and the people connected to the mob. Spider-Man was just kind of like, ha, here I am! I'm gonna be just web-slinging along, minding my own goddamn business, and fighting supervillains. So that would be kind of a thing, is that crime would kind of still be, in some cases, and corruption would still be, like, a longer take. Because, like I said, Batman kind of got that shit clear, mostly, like, 80% cleared out in year one. Spider-Man would just be like, oh my god, why are the cops so fucking corrupted? And what's with all these mobs? That's the other thing, mob control. I think that would be another thing, was, like, if you had a superpowered being like Spider-Man, I think a lot of the Mafia in Gotham would be like, oh shit, but also realize he's not like a detective and try to work more discreetly. So I think mob problems would still be a problem, but then again, there's no Wilson Fisk controlling everything. And let's be real, Carmine Falcone is no Wilson Fisk. Like, let's be totally real on that regard. Like, he is in no way, shape, or form a Wilson Fisk. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Like, let's really get down to why we're really here, and that's the villains. Now, it's not like DC versions of Spider-Man's villains. This is basically Batman, like Batman's rogues, if they were Spider-Man's rogues. Like, what would that be like if Batman's rogues were in, like, if Spider-Man was fighting Batman's villains? Now, would Joker still happen? Probably. Well, probably not, but for the sake of actually, no. Spider-Man would be like, I can save you. Thwip! Gotcha. I'm just gonna leave you for the cops now, Jack. Bye. Whip, whip. But for the sake of argument, let's say Joker is still here. So Spider-Man would be facing... Obviously, Spider-Man has something that Bruce doesn't have. Bruce doesn't have, like, Spider-Man's strength and agility. Peter also has a very scientific mind, and he's also quick-witted. And I think it would be hilarious to watch him, like, with Riddler caught him, he's like, haha, Spider-Man, now to escape my death trap, you have to solve my riddle. Hey, I got out of it. You what? Hi. Spider sense. Boop! Just punch him and just be like, Spider-Man away! But Spider-Man, like, Peter is... A lot of people forget how smart Peter is. So... I think some of the riddles would be kind of tough for him, but at the same time, like, whatever death trap Riddler or one of the other guys try to throw him in, Peter would just be like, I can just literally spider strength my way out of this. So that would be kind of the thing. Joker would be kind of mentally paralyzing for him, but also, the problem is that Joker wouldn't find Spider-Man fun, because here's the thing. One of the reasons why Joker loves tormenting Batman so much is because he doesn't laugh. Like, that's the whole thing, is that Joker, like, loves the idea of battling someone who is... The joke is, he's making all the jokes, and and Batman is the guy who has to deal with all of his bullshit. So, Peter's cracking jokes at Joker... You know, Joker's just going to throw his lollipop in the dirt and leave. Like, he's just going to throw his candy on the ground and be like, I'm going home! I don't like you, Spider-Man. You make fun of my teeth. Fucking hate you. So, yeah, I can imagine also Harley like, but Puddin' don't pud me nothing. The bug brain has... Bug brain's got me fucked up. Now, a lot of Spider-Man's rogues... Batman's rogues would be physically outclassed by Peter. The only ones I could really see be a physical match for Spider-Man on any kind of level is that Peter would really have a physical problem with Bane. Also, like, mental level, because Bane also is intelligent and strong, so I could definitely see Bane pulling a Nightfall on Spider-Man. Then you have, of course, Clayface, but he's fought someone else by the name of Sandman, so it wouldn't be that different. Then you have Killer Croc, but Croc is just... He's kind of above human average strength. So, and yeah, he's fought the Lizard, so it's, again, not too different from... It wouldn't be that different. As for other villains, I think Ra's al Ghul would be a scary opponent for Peter to encounter. I think Peter would have a serious difficulty with like an entire terrorist organization like that. Yeah, you could say like, yeah, but he's fought Hydra before and all that. Yeah, but that's usually alongside the Avengers. Yeah, the League of Shadows. Spider-Man doesn't go out and fight ninjas all the time unless he's got a guy named Daredevil at his side. So that's kind of another major issue you have to look at here. As for everyone else, like, Spider-Man just kind of would just like out-joke and outclass everybody, like 90% of the time. Like, he'd be cracking jokes like at like Two-Face. It'd be like, so I'm curious, do you want me to web the good side? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. There is no good side. Or, you know, Catwoman would try to seduce him, but he'd be like, sorry, I have a wife. Her name is MJ. Not gonna give you that one. Also, actually, Mr. Freeze might give him a run for his money. But really, the big thing is that Spider-Man, it would just have a serious positive effect on him, where it's not like where people are scared of Batman. People would be... Spider-Man brings, like, hope. And I'm not saying Batman... I'm really not saying Batman does it, but he brings more fear. Whereas, Spider-Man... brings hope to New York City and the common people. Yeah, I do think the higher ups would definitely like hate the idea of having this bug-themed superpowered guy not playing by their rules. So there probably would be like a smear campaign against Spider-Man from from on high, but not like something in the vein of the Daily Bugle. But but Spider-Man, as it's said in the song. Wealth and fame he ignores. Action is his reward. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Sorry, I had to do it. So you guys, so there you go. That's just a quick video. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think it would be like if Spider-Man operated in Gotham? What do you think it would be like for the city, the police, all of that? What do you think it would be like if Gotham was Spider-Man City? Just comment below, let me know. And yeah, if this responds well, I might do one on what if Batman operated in New York. And yes, I know there already is a Batman in New York in the DC universe, but I mean like Batman in the Marvel Earth, on Marvel's New York, handling Spider-Man's rogues. So yeah, just comment below, let me know what you guys thought of this. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.